Hi guys, I decided to do my first ever tag video. I've seen these pop up now and again and I thought why not give it a go. So I thought I'd start with the weird question tag. So number one, what's a nickname only your family calls you? Well, my sister calls me Mimi, or she used to when she was little. She doesn't really say it anymore now. And my uncle calls me Meals. My grandma uses my full name. That was my dog. She's moaning. She's like, be quiet. Thanks, Lex. Yes, you're being noisy. Yeah, my grandma uses my full name, which is Amelia Jane. But I only normally get that when you think you've been in trouble. So although I don't really see my grandma very often, but she always puts my birthday cards with Amelia Jane on, which is really weird because I don't usually hear that. But yeah, like Meals or Mimi, but most people just call me Amelia. What's a weird habit of yours? A weird habit. I've got a horrible habit where I bite the skin off around my nails. I don't never bite my nails ever. I've never bitten them, but I bite the skin round, and it's horrible, and I hate it, and I try not to do it. Weird habit. Yeah, that's it. Do you have any weird phobias? I don't really have any phobias. I don't really like driving very much. And if parking sends me, if I have to go somewhere where I don't know where I'm going, I get a little bit sort of anxious. So I tend not to drive very much unless it's sort of local where I know where I'm going. Or as far as animals go, phobias. I don't really have a phobia, but I really don't like frogs. I will pick them up if I've got gloves on because we get quite a lot in the garden. So I pick them up before I mow the lawn and put them in my little pond. But only if I've got gloves on. I'm not scared of spiders or snakes or anything like that. But frogs, I think it's because they jump and they make me jump. So yeah, that's the one thing I don't really like. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? I had to think about this. The song I really love, if it's on, I have to sing to it, is Listen by Beyonce. I just love that song so much, and it basically sums up my last relationship, so I love singing to that. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? Oh, my dad and my sister both do it when I ask a question and they just blank me. They just totally, it's did you even hear me? Nothing. And it's so irritating. You're excuse me, I'm talking to you. And they're oh, yeah, well, I wasn't sure what to say yet, or I don't know the answer. It's well, you could have just gone, hang on a minute. Just acknowledge that you've even heard me. Oh, it's so irritating. My sister and my dad do it. Oh, so annoying. Yeah, if someone asks you a question, you go, and you don't know the answer, you just go, oh, hang on, let me think about that. Nothing. There's just nothing. Don't even look at me sometimes, oh, anyway. See, I do get really annoyed with that. What's one of your nervous habits? Oh, the biting the fingers, the skin on the feet around the fingernails. That's definitely I do when I'm nervous. So, what side of the bed do you sleep on? If you're lying in the bed, I'm on the left. If you're at the end of the bed looking down, I'm on the right. Yeah, I think that's right. What's your first stuffed animal and its name? My first stuffed animal was just a little teddy. It was probably that big. And it was called Teddy. I don't think I named it that though, because I think I had it before I was even 1, so I think my parents named it that. And I had it for a couple of years, but I think my parents had to take it off me because I was sucking it, and I found this out later, obviously I don't remember, but I was sucking it and pulling all the hair off, so they had to take it away from me. But on my 4th birthday, I got a teddy from my best friend at the time, and I called it Teddy as well. Yeah, original. And I actually still have that. That's still on my bed. So, I think a lot of women still have teddies now, don't they, on their bed? Or is that just a weird habit I have? Anyway, next. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? I don't go to Starbucks or any sort of coffee shop ever, really. If I was going to go into a coffee shop, I don't like coffee, so I wouldn't order anything with coffee in. I'm not a great fan of tea either, so I'd either have like a hot chocolate or one of those like fruit smoothie, although I can't really have fruit anymore. Like the ice drinks, you know, one of those probably. Depends if it's cold, I'll have a hot chocolate. If it's warm, I'll have one of the ice drinks. What's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? I don't really have any beauty rules. I mean, I don't particularly wear makeup very often. I always take my makeup off before bed. I think probably I don't moisturise like very often, and I don't like do all this like toner and cleanser because I just have like the face wipes that has all 3 things in. So, but yeah, I don't moisturise every day, but I think I need to, because I've noticed that if I do that, I'm starting to get like wrinkles or like creases in my head. I'm like, oh my god, it's so bad. I'm gonna need to get some, like, stop frowning. Yeah, so I think that's it. Just moisturise more, I need to. Which way do you face in the shower? I just think this is a really random question. Well, if I'm washing my hair, usually the water's behind me, so the shower's there, and unless I want to wash my face, then I'll turn around. But yeah, weird. Do you have any weird body skills? I'm double jointed in my fingers, and I can do that, where I can bend just the tips of my fingers, see? Like at 90 degrees, and I can bend them backwards as well, the tips backwards as well, to like 90 degrees, and I can bend my whole hand to 90 degrees as well. My toes do it as well, the end of my toe bends backwards. I know that's a little bit gross, but actually my thumb isn't that double jointed, like, because a lot of people, like, you know how you pull it. I can touch it, but anyway. I also can touch my nose with my tongue. Do you really want to see that? So that's some weird body things I can do. What's your favourite comfort food? Food that's bad but you love to eat it anyway? Well, like everything. I mean, I'm like on a diet, you know, journey, so I used to eat all my comfort, like everything: pizza, burgers, chips, Chinese, Indian, like everything. But nowadays, I think the thing I can't, like, I still love it, and so I haven't had Chinese in ages, but I will treat myself occasionally to have some Chinese, because that is like my absolute favourite food. But my other foods that I really like is like breaded chicken, like chicken goujons or breaded. I love that. And I found a low fat one, so I have that usually like once a week or something. So that's my absolute favourite. But one thing that I love to eat and really shouldn't eat is ice cream. I love ice cream. Like, I stay away from Ben and Jerry's and stuff most of the time. Yeah, I probably don't have that very often, maybe every couple of months, because it's so high in calories. But I found a vanilla, it's by Walls, low fat, it's like light vanilla ice cream, and I can have, with Weight Watchers, I can have something like 7 tablespoons for 4 points, I think it is. And what I do is I make up the hot chocolate, Weight Watchers hot chocolate, but only put like a tiny little bit of water in, so you get like a hot chocolate sauce, and then I pour that over the vanilla ice cream. And the hot chocolate was only like 1 point, and then I got 4 points of ice cream, and then, so it's 5 points of pudding, so it's quite a lot. But if I've got leftover points, or I'm treating myself, that's what I do, and it's like having a chocolate sundae. And sometimes, if I've got enough points, you can get the Weight Watchers chocolate, I think they're called Belgian chocolate slices, but they're like brownies, and I like break them up into it, so it's like a chocolate sundae, and I love it. That's like a real treat for me. But it's low calories though. It's the lowest calories I can get to still have my favourite food. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? Probably like something like so. what's the plan? Or so, what are we doing? Because I always like to be organised. 15, time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? So, what do I wear to bed? Just pyjamas. If it's like cold, then I normally wear like full length like pyjama bottoms and the matching t-shirt that comes with it. In the winter, I'll get like thick ones out, and then in the summer, I have like knicker and like cami tops, spaghetti strap little t-shirt things. Yeah, so that's why I wear to bed. Right, so that's all the 15 weird question tags. Maybe you've got to know me a bit better now. And yeah, if you've got any other questions, let me know. And I'll probably do a couple of other tags so you can get to know me better as well. Speak to you later, guys. Bye.